On the news tonight, state government to commence recruitment of teachers. Bishop Ibezim charged women to build close relationship with God. Tight security presence at Unilag Gate as students plan protest over ASU strike. And from the foreign scene, we shall tell you that UK Prime Minister Johnson tackles soaring costs of living in the country. Before the news in detail, here's a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. My name is Uche Chukwu Ebonam. Down to the stories for tonight. Anambra State government says it will soon commence the recruitment of teachers. Governor Chukwuma Soludo disclosed this when Anambra State workers joined other counterparts to mark this year's Workers' Day. Government House correspondent Ejika Bana reports that members of Anambra State Executive Council also joined to cheer and celebrate Anambra workers at the colourful event which took place at the Dr. Alex Ekweme Square in Awka. We have details.
Governor Soludo stressed that teachers are pivotal to his vision for the state, reiterating that his administration is anchored on good governance, rule of law and value system. Governor Soludo, who assured of prompt payment of gratuities, said that his administration will be clearing the backlogs gradually. He challenged the state workforce to key into Made in Anambra agenda, which he said will empower the Anambra populace, thereby creating prosperity at home, pointing out that Akwete is the only surviving textile in the southeast that is still thriving. The governor, who stressed that the local government system will be brought back, revealed that they will appoint the transition committee chairman for a while, after which they will conduct local government election. While declaring a state of emergency on roads and traffic, the governor said that the new system of revenue his administration wants to deploy in the transportation sector is such that once drivers pay and load, they will be free to unload anywhere in the state. In attendance were the Deputy Governor, Dr. Onyekachukwu Ibezim, members of Anambra State House of Assembly led by its Speaker, Right Honorable Uche Okafor, members of the State Council of Nigerian Labour Congress led by its chairman, Comrade Chinwe Orizu, chairman of Trade Union Congress, Anambra State Chapter, Comrade Chris Obonna, among others. The theme for this year's event, which featured march past by affiliate unions, is Labour Politics and the Quest for Good Governance in Nigeria.
On Women Conference, Bishop Ibezim charged women to build close relationship with God. Most Reverend Ibezim, who said this at the Anglican Church of the Pentecost Government House, Awka, during the 2022 Awka Central Archdeaconry Women's Conference with the theme, Be Strong in the Lord and in the Power of His Might, said that God is able to change any situation of life to a positive perspective. Religion correspondent Amaka Chibuzokoe reports.
Most Reverend Ibezim, who is also the Bishop, Diocese of Awka, asked the women to erect private altar where they will build intimacy, renew relationship, and abide in the work of the Lord, as God will stand with them in all times, even as He asks them to have a strong and deeper relationship with God. The President, Mothers Union, Women's Guild, and Girls Guild, Province of the Niger and Awka Diocese, Mrs. Martha Ibezim, noted that today's society is filled with uncertainties and fear of the unknown, but said God is their strength and His words and promises remain their watchdog and pillar.
Wife of the Inspector General of Police and National President, Police Officers' Wives Association, POA, Hajia Hajara Al-Kali Baba, has called on police wives to give their husbands the necessary supports that will make them serve better. The IGP's wife made the call after performing the groundbreaking of Anambra State Police Officers' Wives Skill Acquisition Center, situated at Ukpo, Dunukofia local government area. Correspondent Emmanuel Chibata was there and takes the story from here.
Allah, that he will be with us, starting with us, and he will end his work with us. Amen.
Speaking, Hajia Al-Kali Baba, who expressed optimism that the project, when completed, will be useful for police formation and the entire people of the state, appreciated Ukpo community led by the traditional ruler Igwe Robert Eze and Ukpo oil magnate Prince Ato Eze for their support to POA. She urged police wives to give their husbands the necessary support that would make them progressive while discharging their duties, as well as becoming good wives in their home.
Sign of coming to Anambra State, and I believe it's a home, because for the first time we came here, we were well received, more than you could imagine, at the Igwe's place, and even everybody received us fully, and we appreciate them for what they've done to us. And I'm so delighted, I'm so happy, I'm very, very grateful today that I'm starting another skill acquisition center in another city. I've just seen it, the building has just started, and I think inshallah will be here by the special grace of the Almighty Allah to commission it for the useful of the police formation, not only the police family, but for the entire people of Anambra State.
Yes.
In his address, the State Commissioner of Police, Mr. Esheng, praised the wife of the Inspector General for placing high premium on the progress of POA in the State Police Command, adding that her visionary leadership of POA at the national level, following the 3-point program of education, health and welfare, is well thought out plan achieving its intended objectives.
Your being here on this occasion demonstrates the special place Anambra State Chapter of POA occupies in your heart. It is a clear message that inspires POA supporters across the state to commit to POA projects. We have no doubt, therefore, that the proposed POA Skill Acquisition Center, which project has brought you here today, will be completed during your tenure of office.
Yes.
And we have the unprecedented honor of hosting you for a third time when you will come to commission the program.
On his part, the traditional ruler of Ukpo, Igwe Robert Eze, represented by the chairman of Ukpo Ceremonies Committee, Sir Izuchukwu Nwabueze, who welcomed the IGP's wife to the community, reminded her that Prince Ato Eze has promised to undertake and complete the project. He said that the 10 plots of land donated by Ukpo community will house the Skills Acquisition Center, following a formal request by Anambra State POA chairperson and wife of the State Commissioner of Police, Mrs. Ikemi Esheng.
On behalf of His Majesty the King and his brother, Prince Engineer Dr. Ato Eze, OFR Ozibon, we wish to welcome you to Ukpo community and say this is your home. Feel at home while you perform the ceremony. My assignment here is to show you the physical site, which I have just done, Your Excellency. This is the site. In a couple of months, you will be coming to do the proper commissioning of the POA Skill Acquisition Center.
This is the second time the IGP's wife is coming down to Anambra on a 2-day official visit to Anambra Police Command. From Ukpo, Emmanuel Chibata, ABS News.
Kate Center for Arts and Creativity, in partnership with Bring It On Africa, has unveiled a movie titled A Little Scar to fight immoralities in the country. Education correspondent Theophilus Okoha reports that former Anambra State Commissioner for Basic Education, Professor Kate Umenola, sponsored the production of the film to contribute her quota in the fight against exam malpractice in schools.
Following the high rate of immorality being witnessed now in some private and public nursery, primary, secondary schools in Nigeria, the immediate past Commissioner for Basic Education in Anambra State under Chief Willie Obiano, Professor Kate Omenowa, voluntarily joined the Nigerian movie industry to enable her contribute to the fight against examination malpractice in the country. She frowns at the level in which students in basic education, especially secondary schools in some parts of the country, has turned the school premises to cultist temple and brothel for ungodly behaviors. The former commissioner stressed that the Nollywood industry at the moment should minimize crime-related movies and focus more on films that can discourage sexual courtesan, rituals, exam malpractice, and other evil practices in the society.
We're using the students to tell their stories, to be able to change the society, become change agents, as well as harnessing their potentials and their creativity. This is part of what we call empowerment. We're empowering the students to be actors and actresses, doing the movie with Nollywood stars and unleashing their potentials.
Speaking after viewing the movie, Commissioner for Culture, Tourism and Entertainment, Comrade Don Onyenji, said it is good innovation to redirect the mindset of youths and students to moral rectitude and advise parents to key into the crusade of inculcating moral standards to children from cradle.
A lot of youths have lost vision. They've lost attitude. They've lost character. They've lost values, norms, ethical behaviors that should be the issues that guide society. So getting them right should be from the start, the young ones.
For their part, the Commissioner for Youth, Mr. Patrick Kayamba, National President Asatu Mr. Titus Abudo, the member representing Njiko, Kaduna Kofia and Ocha Federal Constituency, Chief Dozie Wankwo, Mr. Ike Kubana, Dr. Nelson Omenowa, Honorable Dem Chinyere Mbakwe, among others, commended the production of the movie as it will help to curb a high rate of immorality in schools across the nation. Speaking earlier on the production crew, Mr. Obinna Chibo, Ms. Grace Ase, said they trained over 40 cast who participated in the production, which lasted for a month, and expects to get into more episodes in the future. Some of the students who took part in the production, Chisom Anaka, Victor Obiajulu, and Joy Chukwuemeka, expressed happiness for participating in the production of the movie. Theophilus Okoha reporting for ABS News.
Maibo Empowerment Foundation, a non-governmental organization which seeks to project the can-do spirit of an Igbo man through empowering the youths with skills to capture their mind against social vices and get-rich-quick syndrome, has organized the sensitization program within Oka and environs. Correspondent Kenechukwu Chukwode tells us more.
According to Mr. Uzo Ekemezie, the Director General of the foundation explained that Igbo as a race has always been an industrious and creative people who are never lazy, which the foundation is moved to empowering the youths with skills to become responsible and keep away from social vices. He also revealed that skills to be learnt in the foundation includes fashion design, cake making, carpentry, welding, among others, urging those interested to register with the foundation. The director of programs at the foundation, Mr. John Ndondo, emphasized that youths have much more to offer the society as the foundation seeks to empower them to be positive-minded and in turn empower others to bring about economically thriving society.
They lack platforms like this that empower them, that encourage them. You know, that's why we see a lot of vices out there. But Maibo is stepping into that big shoe to take the youths out of the streets by telling them there is something in you. You have more to offer than crime. You have more to offer than prostitution, you have more to offer than fraud.
In the same vein, Mr. Joseph Nwimo, the head of the foundation, stated that money made through illegal means are not sustainable, pointing out that having a skill, nurturing and growing through it gives sustainable wealth. He said that during the empowerment program, participants will be attached to workshops and offices for practical learning, and those who came tops at the contest during the empowerment program will be given tools and cash to start up, calling on those who are interested to register with the foundation.
A lot of youth nwere ife na-alụ ụfọdụ na-azụ ochi na-eme ife dị iche na-egwu ndị mmadụ wayo n'iru akwụkwọ awesị na ọ dịrọ mma na ọ kakwanụ mma ka iweta mma Igbo onye ma ọlụ aka agwa die onwe ife ọ na-eme and onwe ife ọ na-eme ọbala obodo ụlọ bane na nna ya ụlọ amụcha abalị ya akụziela onye ọzọ.
The sensitization rally went through Regina Shelley Junction, Aroma, Unizik, Oka, Club Road, amongst other places.
Abuja has been agog with celebrations as Muslims celebrated Eid al-Fitr. Princess Ekriajide, ABS Abuja Bureau Chief, reports that celebrants adorned in different colors with their families were seen at different places making merry. For the Saki of Barwa, Awal Musa Ijakoro, they are happy because God was with them all through the fasting period and they were safe in spite of the insecurity ravaging the country. He prayed for peace and unity on all fronts, saying that citizens can assist security agencies who, according to him, are doing their best to safeguard the lives and property of the citizens by giving information about any suspicious meeting. The Sarki advocated farming as the only solution to ending food scarcity and as well-generated economic bliss. The Iyambrawa Alhaji Suleiman Musa Ijakoro on his path asked Nigerians to pray for unity, security and wealth as they are the only means of getting lasting peace in the country. Still to come on the news tonight. Tight security presence at Unilag Gate as students plans protest over ASU strike. UK Prime Minister Johnson tackles soaring costs of living in the country. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total around maintenance of Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. The news will be right back after the break.
Traveling? You deserve the absolute best. Enjoy maximum comfort in our new buses with more legroom, reclinable seats, onboard entertainment, and much more. Pick your preferred seat. Choose your preferred schedule. Travel on your terms. Ready for a premium ride driven by the best captains out there? Book now.
You're welcome back to the news. On ASU strike, there was a team of security officials, including men of the Nigerian Police Force, at the main gate of the University of Lagos, Akoka, following a planned protest by a group of students over the lingering strike action of the Academic Staff Union of Universities. Student groups had earlier declared mass protests across the country for Tuesday. The locations announced in some of the flyers were University of Ibadan, Main Gate, Unilag Main Gate, and in some places in Edo State. A tight security presence was sighted at the main gate of Unilag. Pictures also showed that some students had gathered at the main gate of University of Ibadan under the auspices of Fund Education Coalition, with their banner bearing captions like, "We say no to commercialization of education. Every one of us must rise to defend education. We stand with ASU revitalization demand." The strike action of the lecturers, which is entering its 4th month, has left public universities shut since its inception following the lecturers' demand, which the federal government had allegedly not met. ASU had accused the government of poor commitment to the payment of academic earned allowance, the continued use of the integrated personnel payroll information system, and refusal to adopt the university's transparency and accountability solution, among others. From the foreign scenes, UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson on Tuesday promised to do more to tackle the rising cost of living, with the issue center stage at local elections this week. But he again rejected calls for a one-off windfall tax on major energy companies to offset soaring bills that have squeezed household incomes. Voters go to the polls to elect new councils in much of England, as well as Scotland and Wales on Thursday, with the results seen as a referendum on Johnson's premiership. Opposition parties have been focusing on eye-watering price hikes for price and heating, claiming many people were now facing a choice between one or the other. Johnson maintained there were plenty more things the government was doing to help hard-pressed householders. Elderly people were eligible for hardship payment, but opposition parties maintain these do not go far enough. Inflation is at 30-year high in the UK, with rises blamed on the recovery from the coronavirus pandemic and the squeeze on global energy supplies. The Athletics Federation of Nigeria, AFN, has described as heartwarming the impressive performance of the country's athletes in various meets across the United States at the weekend. Barely a week after scattering Blessings Okagbere's 200-meter record with a new 21.96 seconds, Favour Ofili made African sprint history by running a 100-meter lead of 10.93 seconds to become the second African woman after Namibia's Christian Mboma to race inside 11 seconds in the event and 20 seconds in a 200-meter event. Also at the LSU Inventional at the Birmingham Track Stadium in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Nigeria sprinter Favour Ashe posted an incredible 9.79 seconds performance. A tailwind of 3.0 meters per second prevented the University of Tennessee freshman Ashe from becoming the 12th Nigerian and 28th African man to run inside 10 seconds in the 100 meters. The 10.93 seconds recorded at the weekend did not only make Ofili the fastest African teenager in history, but she also moved to 5th on the senior African all-time list. Before we go, remember that you can follow news and program on ABS TV from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at ABS Television Oka. You can also follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now the main points that made the news tonight. State government to commence recruitment of teachers. Bishop Ibezim has charged women to build close relationship with God. Tight security presence at Unila Gate as students plans protest over ASU strike. And finally, from the foreign scenes, we told you that UK Prime Minister Johnson tackles soaring costs of living in the country. And here is a special message again. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total around maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. With that, we've come to the end of the evening news tonight. My name is Uche Chukwu Ibenam. Thank you so much for staying with us. Good night.